Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the kind introduction and thank you for inviting me on this event. I've been a graduate of NUST, so it's really special for me to come back here and talk on this event. Last year when I was invited, I was actually in Argentina climbing Mount Aconcagua. Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak in the world outside Asia. This year again, I was supposed to be in Nepal by now, but when I got this invitation, I thought if I don't come this time, they are not going to invite me again. So here I am against all odds. When I hear this phrase, against all odds, it takes me back to the mountains. It's 2 a.m. in the night, minus 15 degrees at the high camp. There is absolute darkness. There is absolute silence. The only sound is the sound of the wind hitting our tents ruthlessly. It can take us off the mountain. One of my team members had to be rescued down the mountain only a few hours ago. Only one team member is left now. I can see that he's scared. I can see that he wants to go back. He thinks he does not belong here. He has never been this high before. But I am the expedition leader. I'm his mountain guide. And I must think fast. For on the mountain, there is only a small difference between a good move and a bad move. There's only a fine line between life and death. Your first mistake can be your last mistake. So I must think fast. And I think it's not the time to panic. I think it is the time to focus. I think he can do it. He just needs some confidence. It is the time to listen to what the mountains are saying themselves. It is the time to listen to Mother Nature, and it is the time to listen to your own heart. And that is exactly what we did. Few hours later, tears rushed down his cheeks as he stood on the summit waving the flag of his country. Just like that, there have been many times in my life, both on and off the mountain, when I've had my back against the wall and the odds against me. But to be very honest with you, especially you young people, these odds do not matter that much. They matter only to the extent that they give me a clear and realistic picture of what stands against me in this journey that I'm about to take on. But even though there might be many challenges and many hurdles and many odds, more often than not, I've always taken those journeys. The question is why? If I could see that I could fail, if I can see that there are more chances of failure than success, if I could see that the odds were against me, why would I choose to move forward? Why would I choose to take on that challenge? Because what I believe is that in life it is not really important if you win or lose. What is more important is what you choose to do, how you choose to spend your time and energy. As Faiz Saab said, "Gar bazi ishq ki bazi hai, jo chahe laga do dar kaisa. Gar jeet gaye to kya kehne, haare bhi to bazi maat nahi." And that's the golden rule for me in life. Trying to spend my time and energy in doing what I truly believe in. And that's it. You must have heard the saying, it is not about the destination, it is about the journey. Have you thought why so? It is only because you spend more time in the journey as compared to the destination. The summit pictures that we post that you guys see that look so good do not define our expeditions. We spend days and weeks, at times months on the mountain, whereas the summit lasts only a few minutes. The summit picture even a shorter time. Now if we'll do it only for the summit, then definitely we should care about the odds. We should care about what will happen after the summit, if you'll make the summit or not. But we do it because we love to do it. We do it because we like being so close to the nature, away from the noises of the city, closer to the sounds of nature, the sounds of the water flowing, the sound of birds, sounds of air itself. It is extremely important for us to stay closer to the nature. It makes us feel more alive. And that is why we climb mountains. And that is why the odds do not matter for us. And that is why it does not matter if we win or lose. So that is how it works for me. Now you have to decide for yourself whether it works that way for you or not. You have to choose for yourself. What do you want in life? To be at peace with your heart for days and weeks, months and years, for the entirety of your life? Or to be feeling good about yourself for a very short period of time? I think it is better to choose the journey over the destination, because you stay in that process for a longer period of time, and that is where you truly are in harmony with yourself. As Friedrich Nietzsche said, and those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. Others cannot hear the music that is for you. That is the music for your lives. So you have to listen to the music and dance to it. You have to dance to the music of your own lives, no matter if people believe in you or not. It is your journey, and you have to listen to yourself. Now understand, what I am telling you today is in conflict with how this world works. You are told how you have to agree with all the popular beliefs and opinions. You are told what you should wear. You are told what you should eat. You are told what you should study, where you should study. You are told to choose the jobs that have great scope. You are told to choose who to become friends with. You are told to fear these outcomes and care about these successes. You are told to fear these odds that we are talking about today. What I am telling you today is to not care about any of that and just listen to your own inner voice. Because only then you can find your true self and you can find what you truly believe in. And only then you can be in harmony with yourself. And all other things can happen then. Nothing is impossible, but you have to do what you were made to do. Now that does not mean that you have to stand up against everyone. Sometimes your inner voice will align with many others and you'll find great company. But yes, sometimes it will not align with anyone else. It will align with only you, and you'll find yourself on a deserted path. Either way, I say you take that path, because that is the path that was made when you were born. That is the path that was created only for yourself. And that is a very big thing. Just imagine that. When Allah Ta'ala, when the God created you, He created a unique path for you to follow that. Why would you choose to follow the path of others? There are two kinds of things in this world, humans and sheeps. And you do not have 4 legs. So please try and remain humans. Do not follow the path of others like sheep. Now I know all of this sounds really sweet and nice in a TED talk. I'm talking about dancing to your own music and following, listening to your inner voice. But when we try to do this in real life, it is a lot more challenging. We face a lot of hurdles. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of sacrifice. But then what is wrong with any of that? Why do we have such negative connotation with sacrifices and challenges? I've only seen good things coming out of challenges and sacrifices. Whereas I believe comfort actually is the thing which kills all good things in life. Comfort is the most overrated thing. So please do not run after it. In 2018, I left my job as a telecommunications engineer to give myself the freedom of time. The odds were against me. I did not have any other earning opportunities. But I believed in myself. I believed that in due time, I would be able to sustain life whilst doing things that I love doing. In the last 7 years, I've summited mountains in 5 different continents. In the last 7 years, I have assisted hundreds of people on and off the mountain in achieving their goals. I've written books, I've made documentaries, I've contributed to numerous welfare and development projects, all of that only because of one decision against all odds. And it gave me so many rewards. In 2019, legendary Pakistani mountaineer Qudrat Ali invited me to join him for first ever 3 mountain ranges traversing the 3 highest mountain ranges in the world, starting from the Nanga Parbat in Himalayas to Rakaposhi in Karakoram to Tirishmir in Kush. When he invited me, I felt really intimidated. 600 kilometers on foot in the mountains on that altitude. Was I scared? Yes. Did I doubt myself? Yes. Did I still proceed to do it? Yes. Could I have failed? Yes. But that's okay. You know why? Because ya to win hota hai, ya to learn hota hai. And that is a very true statement. In 2020, we made the documentary Unsung Heroes. Some of you might have watched the documentary. It is the most watched documentary in that category. Many people got to know about Pakistani mountains, Pakistani mountaineers, and Pakistani mountaineering community through that documentary. People like Abdul Joshi, Sarbaz Khan, even Muhammad Satpara, a lot of people got recognition through that documentary. Now, I had never made a documentary before that one. But one thing was clear in my mind, that I want to hire the absolute best people to convey this story. Because I believed in the story. I believed that it's a top-notch story, and I did not want the story to die out in the process of production or distribution. But as you know, good production or distribution requires money. And somehow, most of the sponsors kept backing out, and there came a time when many of my friends started suggesting, out of concern, that you should drop this idea of hiring the best people. You should hire this person or that person because it will cost less. But I did not want to do that. So I stuck with my idea, and I started fundraising in many different ways. And I've always believed in the power of help, and that is what worked for me in that day as well. Had the sponsors known that they could get 1.1 million views out of that project, they might not have refused. But that's okay. Sometimes others can't see it. But if you can, go ahead and do it anyway. Then in 2021, we organized Pakistan's first ever expedition on Mount Annapurna. Organizing that expedition was a really hard decision, right after the death of Ali Bhai, the legendary Pakistani mountaineer Muhammad Ali Satpara. Pakistani mountaineering community was down and out. We were jolted. And organizing Pakistan's first expedition on Annapurna, the deadliest mountain on earth, was a really hard decision. Again, the odds were against us. But we went ahead anyway. As a result, on 16th April 2021, the green flag was raised on the summit of Annapurna for the first time in history. Now, there are many more stories that I would like to share with you all. But as the great Amjad Islam Amjad said, umr bhar ki baatein kab do ghadi mein hoti hain. So I must stop now. However, before I leave this stage, I want to share one more thing with you. Tonight, after this event, I leave for Nepal to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. The odds again are against me. As always, I do not have enough sponsors. As always, there are many challenges, there are many hurdles, but that's okay. With your praise, with your support, I'm sure it will be fine. It will be a memorable experience. Thank you guys for being a great audience. I wish you all the best. May your dreams come true. May you never stop believing in yourself, no matter what odds are against you, no matter if all the odds are against you. And just remember one thing. There is nothing that you cannot do. There is nothing that you can definitely do. And there is a world full of wonders in between. Thank you.